Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Patriots and the Packers, and it's coming up next.
It's the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. We count down the kickoff of what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion New England Patriots taking on the NFC champions, the Green Bay Packers. Brennan going alongside Charles Davis. Charles, the Patriots, we know the sequence of events. Tom Brady leaves for Tampa. He wins Super Bowl 55. And the Patriots are kind of middle of the pack for 2 years. But they turn right around, win the AFC title, and now making their record 12th appearance in a Super Bowl.
And I certainly like how you set everything up there, partner, because it certainly felt from the outside that this run of titles was over for this team, that they were going to fall into rebuilding mode. But how about this group? They still believed in themselves, and they made it back to the big game.
Meanwhile, the Packers are back as they look to bring another Super Bowl title home to a place aptly named Titletown.
And they're looking for their 5th win, which would tie them with the Cowboys and 49ers for 2nd all time. They did last win it in 2011. That was Super Bowl.
We're set for the big one. Super Bowl 57. Away we go from Arizona. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading, and what a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal.
Well, we all know this past offseason that Aaron Rodgers had options, and there's a possibility he might leave Green Bay. But he chose to return to the only franchise he's known, and for the 2nd time, has them playing in the Super Bowl.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Rodgers now to throw. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Personal foul. Safety. Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making a tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the Packers first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge win for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude, and I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now, but maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to, and he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things, and then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. So good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 7-0. Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So out comes the Patriots offense as they'll get their first shot at things here. Leading them out, the second-year man from Alabama, Mac Jones.
And I think that we can help him recognize the similarity of this moment for Jones to the guy who came before him in New England. In Tom Brady's second season, he led the Pats to the first of 9 Super Bowl appearances in his time there. And now, in his second season with New England, here's Mac Jones leading them out on the biggest stage in sports. Can he follow through tonight and bring New England its record-breaking 7th Super Bowl title? Stay tuned.
Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer. Exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive. Stop them on the first drive defensively.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Now Cobb to return. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out first and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Taken down at the 42. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Now on is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Now Jones. And his pass incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing Jones. completes it to Aguilar. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 15 yards there for number 15.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Jones. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, when we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. You know, whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He'll find Aguara complete. One quarter done, 3 more to play here in Super Bowl 57. 7-0 is our score. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year. Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter 2. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. It seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. From the 25 on second down, Rodgers. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. Got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Now Rodgers. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Sammy Watkins, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Packers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. So 2nd and goal there from the 1. They go to the air.
And the perfect down to throw the football in this sequence. 2nd down is always kind of the, do they throw it, do they run it? They worked it out to perfection on that one by throwing it into the end zone.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's Sammy Watkins who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. New England trying to get a place on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
The quarterback got a one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Harris. Finding space at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
He'll let this go deep for Bourne. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. On third down, here's Jones. And yet again, nowhere to run. This time maybe we'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. On fourth down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Patriots take over. New England's offense set to go. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now Jones. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that in the coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Jones. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And the former Arizona Wildcat Folk gets this one to go, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Time now for a look at the next-gen stats for New England in that first half, and they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half, and it's why the scoreline is what it is.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good.
But if there's ever a chance to regroup, it's in this game, right? Because you do have that long halftime, a chance to really assess things and maybe make some changes and true adjustments. They played great all year long. That was the worst first half of the season for them. They're hoping to put it behind them and come out punching here in the second half.
They hand this off to Harris. Shifts by him, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. It's brought in by Harris. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack?
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
On second down, this is Harris. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. On the return comes Cobb. We'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Able to slither by. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 64 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second and very short, Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tenyon. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, that's complete to Lazard. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. So no gain on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And now out come the Patriots. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And caught by Henry. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete as well. And the former Arizona Wildcat Folk gets this one to go. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Packers get set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on 2nd down. From the 40 now on 2nd down, Rodgers. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a really good good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. This one to Bourne out on the left side. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Jones. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Just one more quarter remains in the season-long race for the Lombardi Trophy here at Super Bowl 57 from Glendale. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And there's just one quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll bring out 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Throwing, Jones. Throwing one incomplete. 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. It's Harris. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. We can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. Now it's Rodgers. Yeah, he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. On the return is Jones. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. New England trying to get a place on offense. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly, trailing here in the 4th quarter. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And the Packers are going to take over at their own 41.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Rodgers going to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jones and the Pats now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Jones. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. A big play, 3rd and 2. This crowd dying for a stop. On the give, this is Harris. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
There's a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Packers offense set to go. Now listen, it's a team game. We know that. But where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again. But on offense, they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense. At the least, keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
3rd and goal, a big play in the Super Bowl. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Bullock's kick is good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So now Jones and the Patriots down by 11. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Jones. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. To about the 26 here. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down. An inside give to Jones. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Bullock's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now Jones. Pass complete to Harris. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. To throw is Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Jones. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Jones. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Throwing the out route, he's got Parker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And that is incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Stokes, and the Packers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Well, maybe he was going to be involved in that play from his tight end spot, and he jumped.
Yeah, don't tell me that those guys don't like to block. That's what we say about them nowadays in the NFL. But I think he felt he was one of the key pieces in that play and wanted to get out and execute the assignment very fast.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. And the Lombardi Trophy is going back home. The Green Bay Packers are your Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.